the mule, having the right away. Charlie, the weather here, Charlie, before you don't know, you go silly. I won't do. But heaven, everyone, right now, we've come to the dream house. We've come to see Ras Makonnen, okay, so Ras Makonnen's son. He's been here for more than 5 decades, and he's the man in the kitchen. We'll find out why. Oh, by the way,
welcome
on
on
ChannelOne TV. I am Caleb Kudan. We are in Kenyan, Nairobi. Come in.
Hello,
sir.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Good to have you.
My Ghana brothers.
Yes.
You made it eventually.
We've made it. Finally, we've made it.
You've made it.
Wow. What time of day is it?
It's very unusual.
Yeah.
It's been hot. Then all of a sudden, we are getting the rains.
Wow.
And we're told we have the rains for the next 5 days.
Wow. Oh, I brought the rains then.
You brought the rains.
I'm the rainmaker.
The Rastafarian.
So who is Ras Makonnen?
My father.
That's your dad?
Yes.
Who was he?
He was a Pan-Africanist.
Pan-Africanist.
He was also one of Kwame Nkrumah's advisors. There was Dubois, C.L.R. James, George Padmore, Ras Makonnen.
Wow.
Those were the 4 advisors for.
And you are Ras who?
Me, I'm Menelik Makonnen.
Menelik.
I'm the father of Haile Selassie. Menelik, there's Menelik 1, Menelik 2. I am the 3rd one.
Oh, okay. Haile Selassie's dad is Menelik.
Menelik the 2nd.
The 2nd? And 23, and so but now more than 50 years.
I've been in Kenya for 55 years.
55 years?
Yes.
5 decades and a half. So you don't speak any Ghanaian language?
No.
At all?
At all.
And you saying?
I can hear at least a little. I can say yes. I can't. Even at all.
Oh, you know, Sasa.
Sasa, that's all I know. Karibu sana.
Asante sana. Oh my God. Okay.
Yes.
So where are we?
Welcome home. This is my house.
Wonderful.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
I own this house. The one behind. The other ones you see across there.
Yes.
They're also my properties.
This one.
We decided to settle.
Wow. Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Now Ras Makonnen Jr. is here.
Oh, Ras Makonnen Jr.
Yes.
I smell something nice.
Yes, we are in the kitchen.
I smell something nice.
I have your old man here also.
Ooh.
Stanley. Hello. Your guests are here.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Now he understands.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
You can talk to him in full detail.
I love your wooden shirts. Yeah, I had the same one when I was in uni. You understand? Wow.
This is my wife, Susan.
Oh, hello, yes. Susan.
How are you?
Very well, thank you. Pleased to meet you. Good evening.
Now you're asking when last I was in Ghana. She was the one who was last in Ghana, not me.
Oh, how long ago was this?
2016.
2016. Where did you go?
It's called Ho.
That's where you went. She went visiting Ho.
It's not Ho. It's Ho.
Ho.
Adante.
Who?
Adante.
Where's that? Adenta.
Okay.
You've tried. Adante. That's a nice one. So obviously you are Kenyan.
Yes.
Kikuyu?
Yes.
So.
She's nice mixed. She's Kikuyu Masai. So
Kikuyu and Masai. Oh, nice. So you're the one who was next to him, eh? He's not coming back home, eh? I said I was with the man in the kitchen for a reason. A lot of cooking is happening right here.
Yes.
So, what are you making? Are these typical Kenyan meals?
Yes, now it's become typical.
Okay.
We have ugali there.
Ugali.
We have plantain, fried plantain here, which has now been adapted. Kenya now have a lot.
Fried plantain is more Ghanaian, right?
More Ghanaian.
Okay.
But now you go to all restaurants in Kenya.
They have fried plantain. They took that from us.
Yes.
You have to pay copyright. Susan, are you ready to pay copyright? Well, we also learn from you, so that's all good.
And that is tea. This is what we call African tea.
This is African tea.
Yes. There's
I'm
milk
seeing
inside.
Milk.
Yes, there's milk inside.
Okay.
There's tea leaves inside.
Okay.
Yes.
So you use milk to make your tea.
Yes.
You don't use water.
There's very little water.
You use little water. Because I learned that you use more milk and then the tea.
Exactly.
And then no water at all. But you add a little water.
Yes, that's what they call now the African tea. They used to call it Kenyan tea, but now they call it African
tea. I like it. Because I understand 40% of the world's tea is produced from Kenya.
Yes.
That's true?
That's true.
Okay. So you're making ugali.
Yes.
Can I see that?
Sure.
So I didn't
And
want to give you this
it's
tea,
actually
yeah?
even ready.
I
Okay.
didn't want to give you this. I didn't want to give you the tea bag. Yeah?
Okay.
I
Okay.
prefer giving you the.
Suzanne. What's this? Tea bag.
This is tea bag. Yeah?
Typical
This is
Kenyan tea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me see
So
that.
you just boil water.
Woohoo! Gives me Lipton vibes. But this, yeah, if you know Lipton, just this how it smells. Wow.
And it's made in Kenya.
It's
Lipton
made in
is
Kenya.
Yes.
Okay.
Lipton
I
is
see
made in
that you've
Kenya.
covered the
The
plantain while you fry it. You've covered it.
yes.
Why? We don't usually cover the plantain when we fry.
I know. You do it in a big pan.
Yes, with a lot of oil.
Yes.
And
This
then you
one
turn
is
it.
faster. When we cover it this way, it's faster.
When you cover
And
it.
then it comes out crispy.
Ah, yeah. So
Comes out
when you finish, how do you process it? You use a colander.
Yes. Yeah.
So you drip.
Pick it up.
You
Yes.
drain the.
No, we drain it here.
Okay.
Then put it inside.
I want to see the ugali
Look,
again because
aye.
it's giving me akpala vibes.
Yes. You are definitely ready for it, eh?
Suzanne, do akpala. You know akpala?
Yes, she does.
Aye.
There.
Because it's soft,
Oh.
eh?
Yes.
Yes, the akpala is soft.
And
Yes.
you just
Ours
We
is-
swallow it with
Yes.
okro.
Mm.
Ugali is hard.
Ugali is hard.
And the ones
And
I've
that's-
had, they
and
don't
that's a
add salt
special-
to it.
There's a little salt. they
There's
put
a
inside.
little salt.
Yes.
That's the
But then
emphasis.
you
a
now eat
little.
it with gravy.
Oh.
Yeah. Like now it's ready.
Okay. Why don't they eat a
eat
salt?
ugali and sukuma wiki. This
Okay.
is cooked already.
Okay.
So this is
So-
very common.
This is from the fridge.
Yes.
So you will
But
just
it's already prepared.
it's already prepared.
It's just to put it in a microwave and it's
and then you are good. It has no salt, it has no pepper.
It has salt,
A
but
bit of salt.
no pepper.
Just how you want it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I first saw this in Kigali.
Yes.
They have this there.
They have the same.
Rwanda also
Yeah.
takes. Is this an
That
East
is what they
African-
call kale.
They call it kale.
The English name for it is kale.
Kale.
Yeah.
In-
It's called
in Kenya-
sukuma wiki.
In Kenya, how do you call this?
Sukuma wiki.
Yeah.
Sukuma means push the week.
Skuma
So
wiki.
it's a food for
Push.
ordinary people.
Ah.
You can eat it the whole week
And then
without changing diet.
And we
That's-
grow it
that's
in
my
the
son,
house,
Kwesi.
just at the backyard.
You grow it in the backyard. Hello,
Mm.
bro. How are you doing? Wonderful.
Yes.
You look like your mom, eh? That's your son?
Yeah, that's my son, Kwesi.
Aye.
Mm.
Aye. Nice.
Yes.
Okay. Sukuma
He's
wiki.
the one who is ras in the house.
He's
Ask
the
him
only
Ras
Ras.
Makonnen.
He's Ras Junior, huh? Okay, Sukuma wiki here,
Yes.
and then milk here.
Yes. Chai.
Chai.
They call it chai.
Chai tea.
Yes.
African tea.
Yes.
Chai.
This is what David Sosa is trying to promote in Ghana.
All right, David Sosa. Yes,
Yes.
I spoke to him a couple of days ago.
Yes.
So he's a Ghanaian
Yes.
who's lived here for close to 6 decades.
He was born here.
He was born here.
Yes.
He doesn't even sound Ghanaian.
That's not Ghana. He was born
He's speaking and I'm like, where?
The father and the mother came here in 1948.
Crazy. And he tells me they work closely with the colonial
Yes.
authorities.
Yes, the former British, he was the West African general for British Army in Ghana.
Right.
When the war came to an end, he was asked, where do you want to settle?
Uh-huh.
So he opted to come to Kenya. So his father was the ADC to the army general.
You don't mean it.
So he came. They came to Kenya to settle here.
You know, he didn't even tell me his story
He can't
this
tell
good the
you.
way you are saying it. Yeah,
So-
usually you need someone else to say your story, right?
Now the fathers and the general
Right.
settled in Gigiri, where the UN headquarters is.
Gigiri,
That
right.
was the general's farm.
Oh.
So they settled there until they became adults.
Yeah.
That's where they were living. But the father is renowned for being the first green specialist for golf courses.
Yes.
The father went in his retirement. He went to Fort Hare in South Africa to learn how to
Make golf.
make golf courses.
Yeah.
And he's the one who developed all the golf courses in Kenya.
Many of the golf
All
courses
there
in
are
Kenya.
43
Oh.
golf courses. The father is the one who developed all of them.
He tells me we came to Accra, he saw a golf course and
He laughed.
it's like a Sakura park.
Yeah.
We are joking.
It's true.
Oh my God.
You see the golf courses in Kenya. Marvelous.
I really
It's-
should have gone to see one of. Oh man.
There's one right here, Mutaiga.
Yeah.
Mutaiga is right here.
Right.
Yeah, but you guys are leaving tomorrow?
And unfortunately.
Oh, no, you have to come back. Let me tell you one thing.
Mm.
Kenya has got a sickness.
Yeah.
You come to Kenya, you'll always come back.
You must come back.
You will always
There's,
come back.
and something will keep you here.
Yes.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Uh-huh.
What has kept you here? So this is not something someone has kept you here.
No.
But were you born here?
No, I was born in in Ghana
Okay.
at Accra.
Okay.
Then we circulated with my grandfather, because that time my father was a politician. He was with Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay.
I'll show you the pictures here.
Right.
And Kwame Nkrumah was his, he was the advisor to Kwame Nkrumah.
Right.
But when Kwame Nkrumah was studying in America
Right.
and passed over to England, he lived with my father. Kwame Nkrumah met all his political colleagues in my father's house.
Wow.
At that time, my father was in Manchester, England. Wow. He was a hotelier, and he was also professor in political science and economics in Manchester University. Right. So all these.
He was a professor.
He was a professor.
Your father. Right.
He was a professor. He's actually called Dr. Ras Makonnen.
Dr. Ras Makonnen.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So that is the beginning. Okay. Of their friendship, right, which transcended throughout the time that they got into politics. Eh? Okay. Yeah. And, so you're going to stare it? Yeah, I'm going to stare it. I could do that. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Yeah. So what are these? These are greens. Okay, greens. Yeah. Small peas, French beans, broccoli, and cauliflower. Okay, cool. Yeah. French beans. Yeah. Okay. So your dad hosted Kwame Nkrumah in his apartment in Manchester. When Ghana got independence, my father had to come. Oh. To Ghana, Nkrumah asked him, leave what you're doing, come and help me run the country. Right. So he dropped everything and went. Wow. And when the coup took place, he was actually jailed in Swan prison. Oh, they jailed your father? Yeah, because he's one of Nkrumah's advisors. Yeah. Nkrumah was overthrown when he was in China. Yeah. Hey, Irene, say was hi he in China? This is my daughter here. Hello. How are you? Nice to meet you. My name is Caleb. Irene. Nice. I know, your mom says you're beautiful. Face the camera. Oh my God. All your children look like their mother. Yes. Right. I mean, they've taken your beauty. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. I like it. Yes. I like it. Right. And here you grow a lot of greens, eh? You grow a lot of greens. Yeah. The variety of greens in Kenya, it's a lot. You can't get in Ghana. You can't get in Ghana. That Stanley can attest to that. We will learn from you. Yes. We will learn from you. When I go back, I'll do more greens myself. Yes. So if I only have lemongrass and mint as spices, but I'll add a few more. If you open there, you see the spices. We have a tray of spices on top there. Wow. And you've planted them all here? No. Nowadays, in Kenya, yes. Oh, you have thyme leaves. Yes. You have mixed herbs. Yes. Oh, nice. Now you see how it is. You see how the plantain comes out. Beautiful on the light. Yeah. Lovely. This is how this from Tanzania. This from Tanzania. Yeah. It's not actually honey. It's this one. It's called what? This one is the cashew. Granite. Yeah, that's from Uganda. Okay. Very nice. Mixed with simsim seeds. Ours is better, don't I? They mix it with simsim. Sesame seeds. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. So your dad was jailed in Zawan prison. Yes. And then was he ever released? He was released under instruction from Jomo Kenyatta in Kenya. Oh. So he was bundled on the plane and sent to Kenya. How did they know each other? They met in my father's house in England. In England? In 1945. Oh, so he was both friends to Kwame Nkrumah and Jomo Kenyatta. And Haile Selassie. And Haile Selassie, yes. Okay. Okay, your father was a Pan-Africanist. Yeah, he was a Pan-African. Wow. So then he came to Kenya? He came to Kenya. And that's how you also came? Yes. Together with your siblings? Yes. How many are you? We are 5 of us. 5? That came to stay with him. We have others who are living in UK. Okay. They are not around. Okay. Yeah. So you are the only you're only one of your siblings who's in Kenya? No, we are 2. 2 of you? Yes. Okay. The other one lives a bit out of here. Okay. In a place which is a bit far. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit far. So when you came to Kenya, were you a student? How young were you?
I was 10 years old when I came to Kenya.
Oh, Lord.
In 1972.
And you've been here for 55 years. So you're 65?
Yes, 63.
Ooh, you don't look it. You don't look it, man.
I'm 63.
You're as strong as a young lad.
Like a bull.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again. You deserve a pat on your back for how good he's looking. Suzanne, I just love it, man. Please take the credit. Well done. Great job. You have to come back to Adenta. How did he say that?
Adenta.
So we leave the greens to...
Yes.
You want to try
Trotro.
You tried trotro. Did you like it? Is it better than your matatu? Your trotro is better than matatu.
Yes.
The matatus are bigger.
Our matatu.
It's loud.
They are
I should
worth
finish it.
millions.
Your matatu?
Just,
See that big one?
let me
Yeah,
just,
Almost 6 million.
let me finish
6
it.
million Kenyan shillings. Wow.
Just the decoration itself, it will cost almost 2 million.
No, so I should
Wow,
It's
2
done.
million Kenyan shillings. The graffiti I see all around, it's like 2 million.
Very expensive.
And then there are videos in them. Video TV sets.
All
Yes.
that, 2 million.
Good.
Very expensive.
Microphone. Ah.
I was entering one matatu today. He didn't wait for me to sit down. He was just moving.
No problem.
And the music
You guys,
was loud.
you guys,
So you prefer your matatu to the trotro? Or you prefer trotro to matatu?
No, our matatu.
Your matatu is better than our
this
trotro.
the Matatus is full of graffiti.
Yeah, a lot of
And it
music
is known international
Yes, free.
that the best Matatus in the world
are in Kenya. Well, they are called matatus for a reason.
New matatu.
everywhere.
Yes,
The people will know that is the new block.
it's new.
The new what? The
Block.
new kid in the block.
The new kid on the block. Once is because they have codes on them, right?
Yes, they have codes on them.
Alright, so you came here at 10.
Yes.
I'll come back to you on that. But how did you meet him? Yeah,
Can I remember?
Yes.
you should.
Where we were staying. This cabbage now.
Oh, plot 10.
Yes.
That's 10. Tell me about it.
Let me remember.
Yeah, you have to remember, Suzanne.
This is not too long ago.
No, I came visiting, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, I came visiting.
Want to visit their
So
family?
he caught my eye.
Which he caught your eye.
No, is it you or me?
It's you.
He caught your eye. Oh no, that's what you said. I take it. I take it.
I think it's the other way.
Oh, you caught his eye.
Because the men are the hunters. So how do you call it?
No, but it's fine. Some of the
Yes.
sometimes you know.
Yes.
I'm told, especially in Kenya, the sometimes the men are hunted more
Yes.
aggressively.
Aha.
Is that
You
correct?
said it. Correct.
Nowadays.
You said it correct.
Okay, right.
You
I'll
said
come.
it correct.
I'll come back to that point, right?
Yes.
But Mr. Makonnen,
Yes.
so you came here at 10.
Yes.
Should I stare this?
Yes, there
Or
it.
continue stare. Okay.
Yes.
You came here when you were 10.
Yes.
Where were you living at the time?
In Ghana.
Okay. No,
Yes.
here.
Here we're living in Riverside Drive,
Okay, Riverside
just
Drive.
not far from the State House.
Ooh, that's a prestigious area.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, because Jomo Kenyatta invited your dad,
Yes.
and then he had to play a key role.
Yes.
What was your dad doing?
My father became the advisor to Kenyatta also.
Hey, Charlie, he was advisor everywhere
Yeah, everywhere you went.
because he was a big man.
Yeah.
He had money.
He had the money and he had the knowledge.
Right.
He was also the one who educated Kenyatta when he was in England because he was a
Oh.
professor.
Oh, he was a professor.
Yes.
Right.
In political science and economics.
Oh.
Now, all early Kenyan leaders,
Mm-hmm.
apart from Kenyatta,
Yeah.
used to live with him. And he used to be he used
In Manchester.
In Manchester.
Because he was a professor.
he was a professor.
Okay.
And he had a chain of hotels
Ooh.
in Manchester.
Hey.
And so this young
African leaders at the time, students,
yes,
they
So
lived
both-
with him.
They live with him.
Okay. So your father tutored and took care of a lot of the young African student leaders who then became independence leaders a bit later.
Yes.
So when Nkrumah was overthrown in Ghana,
Yes.
Kenyatta, who was his student
Yes.
in
And best
Manchester
friend.
and best friend, invited him to come to Kenya. So when your dad came to Kenya, what roles did he play in his government at the time? Or at the time, was the Kenyan government was it running?
Yes,
Are they
was
won
running. He
independence?
came here in after the coup, 1965.
Okay.
He stayed in prison for 8 months or 9 months.
Okay.
And then he came. Kenyatta asked the Afrifa and Ankara,
Yes.
release that man before I give you recognition of OU, that we recognize your coup in Ghana. Otherwise, Nkrumah is my best friend.
Right.
We are not going to give you recognition. So Afrifa and Ankara were running all over the place, trying to get African states to recognize their government. They couldn't, because the elder statesmen were Haile Selassie and Jomo Kenyatta.
Right. And Haile Selassie was also your father's student?
No.
Okay.
Haile Selassie was older than my father.
Hey.
And when the Italians invaded Ethiopia, at that time it was called Abyssinia, in 1937, no, it's not ready. You can take this out and then I put it there.
Okay. You know, our mothers will always come into the picture and take the credits.
Yes.
You know, very important. So Abyssinia,
now the history is this. Italians invaded Ethiopia. You know, Ethiopia was never colonized.
That's true.
So when they raided Ethiopia, Haile Selassie fled. He fled to Manchester, England, to my father's house.
Oh, at the time was your father there?
My father was there.
Okay.
My father hosted him for 7 years.
Wow.
After 7 years, Haile Selassie was, of course, having meetings and discussions with them. And he told him, look, go back to liberate your country.
Okay.
So Haile Selassie said, I'm ready to go back.
Right.
My father bought him the ticket, gave him money, and put him onto the ship back to Ethiopia. Haile Selassie returned back. At that time. Yeah, Abyssinia at that time. He came and overthrew the Italians.
Okay.
He chased the Italians from there in the famous battle, and Ethiopian took over. Haile Selassie took over Ethiopia.
Right.
The name was changed from Abyssinia to Ethiopia.
Ethiopia, right.
Haile Selassie, on going, said, look, when I go back to Ethiopia and we succeed, I'll become Emperor Haile Selassie I.
Right.
Now, my name is Ras Tafari Makonnen.
Oh.
You, that's now my father, Ras.
Yes.
You have a white man's name. The only present I can give you for looking after me for these 7 years, to give you my name, so you become an African like me.
Ras Makonnen.
So my father was baptized by Haile Selassie, Ras Makonnen.
What was his initial name, his original name?
George Thomas Nathaniel Griffith.
Hey, George Thomas Nathaniel Griffith. So he became Ras Makonnen. Haile Selassie renamed him as Ras Makonnen. So he was from the central region?
No.
The kind of name he has, James Nathaniel.
My father was originally from Guyana, South America.
Okay.
Yes.
So how did
today, which is the richest country in the world now, I'm told, it has discovered oil. Yes, I was just reading the...
So how did he come to Ghana? How did he become a Ghanaian?
Because when he was in Manchester, all the first Pan-African leaders used to live with him.
Okay.
He used to look after them.
Right.
So when now Kenya got independence, Kenya got independence after Ghana got independence.
Yes.
The moment Ghana got independence, Kwame Nkrumah sent for him.
Okay.
And told him to come to help him to run Ghana.
Yeah.
Nkrumah's first advisors in his first presidency were all people from the diaspora, Jamaicans and whatnot, and Caribbeans, all of them. CLR James, Dubois, George Padmore, Ras Makonnen. Those are the four that were Nkrumah's advisors.
Right.
Now, Padmore is buried in Ghana.
Yes, he is.
Even Dubois is buried in Ghana, isn't it?
We have centers for both of them.
Only CLR James returned back to Trinidad and Tobago, and my dad came to Kenya.
Oh, so Nkrumah made your dad a Ghanaian. He gave him Ghanaian citizenship.
Yes. Okay. All of those guys were given citizenship.
Okay.
So when Kenyatta asked for my father to be released and sent here so that he can recognize the government, my father was bundled onto the plane to Kenya here. And when he landed, Kenyatta called Haile Selassie and told him, Ras is with me here. Haile Selassie told him, no, he passed through here, so I saw him also. I'm the one who sent him to you.
Oh, wow.
If you are finished with him, send him back to me.
Oh, wow.
So Kenyatta said, no, I'm going to keep him here.
Interesting.
So he remained here. He was the day Kenya got independence, on 12 December 1963, my father was 007. He was given the first citizenship. Kenyatta sent him the citizenship when he was in Ghana.
Wow.
And told him, you are citizen of Kenya.
Wow.
You are also citizen of Ghana.
Wow.
But you must know I've given you the
So 007 was his national ID number.
No, that was the citizenship number.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
So when he came here now, they changed the
So what role did he play? I said now.
Yes.
Okay. So what role did he play in the Jomo Kenyatta government? Yes.
He developed the industry of Ministry of Tourism.
Oh, okay.
And Wildlife. He's the one who did all the camp classifications. He's the one who developed all the hotels.
Because he was a hotelier in Manchester.
You'll be shocked if I tell you something.
Tell me.
All the hotels in Kenya, after independence of Kenya, that was owned by the government, were all funded by Kwame Nkrumah.
Funded by Kwame Nkrumah?
My father was the one who used to bring the money or send the money to Jomo.
Okay, but at that time, was Nkrumah still prime minister?
Yes.
Or was he overthrown?
He was there. Nkrumah came to Kenya before he was overthrown. You remember?
Oh, yeah.
He came to Kenya before he was overthrown.
But Charlie, but the hotel industry I'm seeing in Kenya looks more
the
advanced.
Most developed in the world.
In
Africa, I have traveled a lot. I worked for the American Embassy for 25 years. And there's no place I've not traveled to.
Okay.
And everywhere I've gone, I've compared it to the Kenyan hotel industry. None. Even America doesn't reach Kenya.
Are you serious?
I am telling you.
Hey!
I'm telling you for a fact.
Wow. And Nkrumah built all these things?
Nkrumah used to send Kenyatta money.
Why? Why did he do that? Hey, Nkrumah used our money to build Africa, eh?
Yes. Nkrumah was a Pan-Africanist.
What was the idea behind it? Why was he doing that?
Nkrumah believed that Africa would be one only if all African countries are independent.
Right.
And Africa was going to be one. Whether he was going to be the head of it or not, it didn't matter. Okay. He believed Africa must be one.
So your dad was the one bringing the money from Nkrumah to Kenya.
A short story is, anytime Kenya needed money because had just got independence, they will call. Because they were best of friends, Kenyatta and Nkrumah and my father, best of friends. So Jomo will call Kwame, say, Kwame, my country needs money. I have problems. Says, okay, Jomo, what do you need? Says, I need this amount of money. So Kwame Nkrumah tell him, okay, I'm sending Ras over to you. My father will be the one who carry, not even the money, gold. And bring it to Kenyatta and tell Kenyatta, use this money. I'm going back. Anything else more you need, let me know.
So your dad built the tourism industry here,
Kenya.
The hotels and all that.
Everything.
What kind of workforce did he use? What kind of people? Who were they?
Okay.
Where were they from?
Because he was an expert in that.
Yes.
My father, even all his lifetime, was a hotelier even. In Manchester, he used to run 2 hotels. One was called Abyssinia, the other one called Ethiopia, just named after Ethiopia. Okay. And very big. He was very wealthy at that time. So all the black immigrants used to look for him. Okay. Either they will live with him or he'll sponsor them and finance them. Yeah. So when they go there, he will actually receive them and cater for them. Right. So he had knowledge about tourism. Right. And so when my father came here, Kenyatta asked him, can you help us develop this industry? Because in 1945 in Manchester, when the white men were scrambling for Africa in 1885, Africans were planning the scramble for Africans in 1945. Right. A conference that was organized, planned by my father. Right. It was called the Second Pan-African Congress meeting in Manchester. Right. And there they were dividing Africa. Right. Where was what going to be in Africa? Okay. Kenya was the center of tourism. Oh. Addis Ababa was going to be the headquarters for Africa. Okay. That's why Kwame Nkrumah was going to finance everybody. Oh, this guy. That's why he financed Patrice Lumumba, financed everybody. Yeah. My godfather is Kamuzu Banda. Who's he? The former president of Malawi, the first president of Malawi. Ooh. Kamuzu Banda used to live with us. Wow. In Ghana. Ghana hosted all, including Mugabe. Yes. So we are their in-laws. When Zimbabwe got independence, the guest of honor was who? Kwame Nkrumah. My father. That was the last function my father attended, where he met Bob Marley,
Right.
And the blind musician, what do you call him?
Stevie
Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
They sang to him.
Oh, okay.
Praising him for making it possible.
Wow.
For there used to be a African Affairs Center in Ghana, where all Pan-Africanists, freedom fighters, used to transit before they are distributed to Libya, Russia. My father was the head of the Pan-African Center.
Wow. That's why Ghana is respected on the continent and beyond, right? And Nkrumah's role as a Pan-Africanist.
Very few people know what Kwame Nkrumah did. Kwame Nkrumah did a lot. Every African country that was getting independence, they will call Kwame Nkrumah. We're getting independence, but we need you to help us. Nkrumah never used to hesitate.
Wow. Because like he said, independence is meaninless unless it is linked with the liberation of the...
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Or before ANC, before Madiba, before Mandela, the strongest party in South Africa was called PAC, Pan-African Congress.
Okay.
All those leaders of Pan-African Congress, they lived in Ghana.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, when as a Ghanaian youth, when I travel to other African countries, I've been to Windhoek, Namibia. I've been to Kigali, Rwanda. I've come to Kenya, Nairobi. And I feel like, so why? So my feeling is, right now, I feel like Ghana, we are living on past glories. Because when I look at the development in the city in which I live and work, and I compare to the places I've been there, the few other African countries I've been to, I feel we are living on past glories. And somehow, I don't even understand why around the world people hail Ghana so much. But you think that this is the reason.
That's the reason.
But now, with all the sacrifices we made and all, it looks like all the people we pushed with our funds, am I wrong to say that they are going ahead of us?
They are. They are. They are for sure. Ghana has to rethink, has to reorganize. Ghana has to actually sit back. Yes. Ghana has to pull out of its... What can I say? They just don't have it. People like us are remaining in exile, not because we don't want to go back home. What are we going back to? We've lost our heritage. We've lost our family members. Where home is where you make it, not where you're born.
Right.
That's the reason why we are here.
So your dad was so influential here.
He was also very influential here.
Right.
Yes.
When did he die?
He died in December 1983.
In Kenya?
In Kenya.
He was buried here?
He was buried here at Langata, at the government cemetery. But he was given a state funeral.
State funeral?
Yeah.
Government cemetery?
Yeah, government cemetery.
So now let's come to you.
Yes.
What do you do? Where did you grow here? What kind of...
Now?
Yes.
I studied here.
Okay.
And I have to tell you, my schoolmates were the former presidents.
Hey, Jomo Kenyatta. Uhuru. He was your schoolmate. Which school did you attend?
St. Mary's.
St. Mary's? Hey, it's a prestigious school.
It's very prestigious.
So
that's why
Uhuru was your classmate?
No, Uhuru was 2 years ahead of me.
He was 2 years ahead of you.
But his brother was my classmate.
What's his name?
Muhoho
Kenyatta. I'm told that family is wealthy.
Very, very wealthy.
I'm told they own most of the lands here.
They own a third of Kenya.
They own a third of the lands of Kenya.
A quarter of Kenya.
A quarter? Jeez, that's a whole lot. Okay, so you went to St. Mary's?
Yes. Finished St. Mary's, went to university, finished.
Which school?
Got employed.
Which university?
I did Newport University.
Newport?
Yes.
What's that?
In California.
Hey, you left. Okay, so California.
Yes.
What did you study there?
Business administration.
Solid. And then you came back?
Yes.
To Kenya.
And Kenya, got employed by the government briefly for only a year.
Okay.
Then moved from there to the private sector. Not private sector, I went to the NGO, I went to the USAID.
Oh, okay.
I became an administrator in USAID. I worked there for almost 18 years.
18 years?
Yes. Then crossed over to the American Embassy.
Okay.
And also become a general services officer for another 7 years.
Huh?
7 years, yes.
Right.
I left after 25 years. I left in 2010.
2010?
Yes.
To do private business?
Yeah. I joined the USAID. USAID and American Embassy is one and the same.
USAID.
It's a branch of the embassy. I joined them in 1986.
I was not born, man.
and left in 2010. Then I went into construction. My hobby, my favorite pastime, because while I was in the embassy, I developed the housing portfolio, housing and etc. And so I carried over. And of course, being there, I was in charge of renovations, housing, construction, and all those things. And I learned to read architectural drawings while on the job. Knew how to design. And I knew how to implement. So when I left, I went into construction. Now I'm a contractor. I build houses, but I have a niche market. I do building not with conventional stone and mortar.
What do you do?
I use what we call an EPS, expanded polyurethane. This new system of construction for doing low-cost housing. You do it, you build with a polystyrene and a high stencil mesh on both sides. Then you shotcrete it on both sides with cement, but you can go up to any floor in the world.
Wow.
The tallest building in Dubai, Burj Khalifa, is built out of that technology.
Wow.
So I go around promoting this new technology to the government. Right now, just today, we've just got an approval in Uganda to introduce the technology to Uganda. Kenya, we've done it, we've introduced it in 2000, and now it's picked. It's the standard of construction.
I see a lot of high-rise buildings in Kenya.
Very.
Tell me about the housing industry in Kenya.
It's very vibrant and very, very, you can very, and very, very.
Is that potato?
That's potato.
Woohoo! How do you slice it so well? The last time I did, it didn't look this nice.
Yeah, it means you're not an expert.
Yeah. I'm an amateur. I'm quite new in the kitchen.
Let me use this one.
I'm not even stirring it well, right?
But you are Ghanaian. All Ghanaians are good cooks. We started learning how to cook when we were 6 years old. This brother of mine is an expert.
Yeah, it's a shame I missed the ugali. That's what I cook best.
Yes, ugali.
I cook it best. Yes. Okay, so back to the story.
So, now that's what I do. When I introduced the technology in Kenya, I did a housing scheme that's just up here. Of 350 units.
350 units.
Minimum 4 bedrooms, all en suite, with a guest wing, and it went up to 6 or 7 bedrooms.
Wow!
It's the best housing gated community in Nairobi, in my opinion, because none comes close to it. But I was doing it when I was with the embassy. And I was the chairman of the housing cooperative. Cooperatives in Kenya is the second, if I will say, I think it's the best in the world.
Hey!
Yeah.
In the world?
I think it's the best
cooperatives.
In the world. Cooperative movement in Kenya.
Tell me about it.
It is everybody contributes towards it on a monthly basis. Then they go and borrow. Sacco. Yes. Then people go and borrow for development, building.
So every month we are all contributing towards the fund. Based on our strength, not the same amount.
Yes, not the same amount. But there's a minimum amount you can contribute. It's stipulated by the mandate of the SACCO. It depends. Every SACCO has its own minimum contribution required. SACCO. Yes, SACCO. So I built it when I was the chairman of the SACCO. Then when I left, I will not say I left. They basically kicked me out. With all SACCOs have politics, and those politics, it was not for me. I felt.
Let me just say that my colleague whom I came with, while he was here, his mate, when we came, brought this fresh car. He's rented a new house, finished it, and he said he got his loan from SACCO. So that's what you're talking about.
SACCOs are more stronger and more friendly than banks. Bank interest rates here are astronomical. It's 16%, 18%. Sometimes can go even to 20%.
That's better than our own.
Yeah, but SACCO is fixed. You can't charge more than 12%, 1% per month. You can't go beyond that.
And then in your
and then your SACCO depends on how much you contribute, how much you save, because you can borrow 3-4 times of your saving, of your borrowing. No, and then you have a graduation. You pay over 3 years, 4 years, 5 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Sacco. So that's a
Sacco.
cooperative.
That's a
That's what
cooperative.
you're saying is the best in the world.
The best. Kenya one is very best because
I take that.
it actually runs the economy.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, it runs the economy.
Wow. It's big.
Very big.
Wow.
Every organization, every business entity, Irene, who is there, is forced or is encouraged to form a SACCO. So like the three of you here,
yeah.
Minimum is 10 people.
Okay.
20 for
maximum.
20 maximum to, no, 20 minimum.
Okay.
But you can start with 10, then you graduate until you're 20. Then it's minimum 20.
Okay.
So you have to be more than that. That is because of returns on investment and all those things.
Okay.
Now, if that SACCO movement that's very well embraced in Kenya can be embraced in Ghana, Ghana will be very far. That is what is driving this country.
Wow, SACCO.
We may have a lousy government, lousy presidency, but the SACCO is the one that's keeping it.
Who owns all these many apartments I'm seeing in this town? Like more than 50 floors and all that.
Yeah, they're being built by Chinese.
Okay.
Chinese are building all of those.
Okay.
And they are on, what do you call it? On design, build, and sell.
Okay.
So they are pre-sold even before they are built.
They are what?
They are pre-sold.
Okay.
They're sold in advance before they are built.
I was told most of them are owned by politicians.
No, individuals. You can buy, I can buy, everybody. So people use that for speculation. Okay. Right now, when they start, they'll charge you 6.5 million Kenyan shillings.
Okay.
That's, let's say, roughly about $50,000 or $55,000. Yeah. But by the time they finish it, which takes 24 months, that price has appreciated more than double.
Oh.
So that's how people do. They do it for speculation purposes.
Right.
And then, so somebody can buy maybe 5, 6 of them. And as
by the time
built,
it's done,
he flogs them all. He maybe remains one for A, B, and B. Yeah. The rest he flogs it off. He rolls over his money to the next one. And the Chinese, Indians, Somalis, they're into that business now. Wow. Because they can get easy credit.
I'm told they pay rent monthly.
They pay rent monthly. Kenya will pay rent monthly. Not like Ghana. Yeah, rent is paid monthly.
Oh, Lord.
Electricity is monthly.
I paid 2 years rent advance. I lost blood.
He's a landlord in Ghana. He's the one you should be.
I lost blood. Oh, when I'm working, air can blow me away. All my savings to pay rent 2 years.
In Kenya, what you do, you pay, you put 1 month's rent.
Yeah, you do some security
and 2 months. And 2 months deposit. And 2 months deposit.
You see the thing I was telling you.
And Kenya is that way.
I know my heart is burning.
Yes.
I'm experiencing heart burns. And the only thing we tried that looks like massive housing is the Saglemi housing project. You've heard about it?
I've heard about it. And, and what do you call it? This other one, something gray. What do you call it?
Reggie Manuel Gray.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a private one, I think. But the Saglemi was a government project that the previous government tried.
Let me tell you, if Ghana could swallow its pride and take footprints from Kenya, housing will not be a problem in Ghana. But you see, most houses in Ghana are for absentee landlords.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah, absentee landlords.
Yes.
They live abroad. Yes. And the diaspora. Or some of the houses are also built with the expatriates in mind.
Yes.
Because they are rated in dollars.
That's true.
Do you?
That's true. And Kenya, they don't even want to hear you mention dollars.
They don't want to hear dollars, right? Because all their billboards, I see Kenyan shillings.
Yes.
11.5 million Kenyan shillings.
Yes.
60 million Kenyan shillings.
Yes.
But Ghana, even some government services.
They ask for them. No. Kenya, that's illegal.
Is it?
Yeah, Kenya is illegal. You cannot quote anything in dollars here. They will not accept it.
Well, the meal is almost ready.
Yes, it is.
So we'll go for a quick break.
Yes. Irene.
By the time we're back, we'll
what do you want to do with this?
And we'll continue the rest of the conversation from there.
Yes.
This is Beyond Borders on ChannelOne television. I'm with the man in the kitchen.
Yes. Welcome.
Welcome back. We are at the table. This is Beyond Borders on ChannelOne TV. We are hanging out with Mr. Makonnen, the son of Ras Makonnen. I'm having ugali. That's what we say akpla, but this is how that we chew it with the sauce. I'm having waru. This is potato waru. Good. This is like salad, tomato, onions,
and
White onion.
white onion. Yeah.
white onion, and it's called
Kachumbari.
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 Hoho. Where is hoho?
Hoho is the vegetable.
Hoho is the vegetable.
Yeah.
Oh, I cooked that.
Yeah.
I cooked that, Susan.
You did, yes.
Yeah, I did.
Then you garnish with coriander fresh.
It is good. It's all very green and fresh. So you've built like 3,000 housing units in Kenya. You are the man.
It's what I'm good at.
Wow.
What I'm good at.
So what does Ghana's housing, what can we learn from Kenya?
What Kenya is passing over to the rest of Africa is gated community concept. Also, scarcity in land is making them go skywards. Ghana, you have a lot of land, but we've not come into the concept of coming up with condominiums and apartments and all those things. Not in Ghana, but in Kenya, that's the way to go.
We have a few though.
You have a few.
It's not impressive. The skill we are rising at is not big enough.
Now, land demarcation exercise in Ghana was always a problem. Because land in Ghana was always for the state. The chiefs are the ones who own the land. In Kenya, land was demarcated to the individuals.
Okay.
So individuals own the land. Government has very little land it owns. So as a result, the land prices in Kenya, even the cost of land in Kenya is even higher than the land cost in New York. I'm telling you. Very expensive.
What are the numbers?
An acre depends on the location you are. Like in this neighborhood, an acre is between 120 million and 150 million. An acre. That's $1 billion.
Meanwhile, I see a lot of people own big lands and big houses.
Yes, they do.
Wow. Hey. So there are more millionaires in Kenya than in Ghana.
Yeah.
Anything.
Well, again, you have 55 million people.
Yeah, we do.
So,
we do.
Wow. Are you coming back to Ghana anytime soon to, develop property like you're doing here, give back and all that, like your dad
We're
did?
supposed to come with a concept team for Ekosombo,
Okay.
which we're developing.
Okay.
It's actually at an advanced stage.
Okay.
With Dr. Crab in Ghana, which is going to have housing, going to have a super golf course, an 18-hole golf course. It's going to have a mall. It's going to have water theme scheme. I'm going to have old people's home. Quite a number of things that we're proposing. What we do in Kenya best, I want to see whether we can import it across to Ghana.
Hopefully it works.
It will work because I know even the guys behind it in Ghana are quite a bunch of wealthy people.
Okay. And the politicians among them.
Private sector people.
Okay.
Who are well known to David Sosa.
Yes. We met David Sosa. He's the man who's built most of the golf courses here.
All in Kenya.
And he told me that you've built more than 3,000 housing units here in Kenya.
Being conservative about 3,000.
And you are Ghanaians, Charlie. So how do you feel anytime you come back home? You drive around the city and you look around.
Actually, it's a holiday. It's a holiday. I love it because it's now a strange place for me now.
Ghana is a strange place for you.
So I go there, I feel I'm at home. Go around. My younger brother is there. We drive around. I just feel like I'm having a holiday away from the hustles and bustles of Kenya.
How do you find the state of development of Accra?
In Ghana, my wife said one word. If we could take only 10 Kikuyus from Kenya to Ghana, even he believes that it will change Ghana completely.
10 Kikuyus.
Only 10 Kikuyus.
Who are they? What do they do? And
They are hard workers.
They are hard workers. Huh?
Hard workers. They are farmers. They are entrepreneurs. Kikuyus are a different breed, I'll tell you for sure.
That's how you married one.
It came by coincidence. Came by coincidence.
I was going to ask you how you met, but now you're all confused, so I don't know. She says you caught her eye, you say he caught your eye. Whatever it is, there was a cutting. She started cutting. Oh my word. Oh my word. Like I'm full, not from the food, but the conversation. It's where have you all been? Anyway.
Been here 50 years.
Well,
He's almost clocking 10 years.
And he's been here as well. You've relocated here.
Not really.
Right. Right.
How many tribes have you met in Kenya?
I've met a Kikuyu, I've met a Kamba, I've met a Luo, I've met another one.
Good memory.
Lu something.
Luya.
I've met a Luya. Yeah, and I've been on a Matatu. I've been to a Mutumba.
Wow.
I've eaten ugali.
That's nice.
Matatu is trotro, yes. And I've been to Mutaiga. I've been to Runda. I've been to Raira. I need to see Keleleshwa.
Oh, okay.
No, I drove past Keleleshwa.
Okay.
If I come to Kenya, I think I would easily fit in.
Wow.
Yeah. Who would I look like? A Luo, yeah, a Kikuyu, Kamba. Where would I fit? A Luya. Why?
But he could fit as a Kamba also.
A Kamba.
Yeah. You could even fit in as a Kamba. Easily.
Luyas are huge.
Yeah. Let me continue my ugali.
Take your time and eat.
And
Let's finish.
look,
So
are you available if any Ghanaian wants to work with you, wants to tap into your wealth of expertise? Maybe the government wants to make you, put you in a position somewhere in Ghana where you can contribute meaningfully to the development of the country.
I'm available. And by the way, we were the initiators of Ghanaian community in Kenya. We started it with the late Dr. Edward Olson, used to be lecturer in Legon University. He was posted here. He was the head of Radio Network for Africa, UTNA. Remember, there used to be UTNA programs many years back.
Okay.
He was the director.
Right.
And he was also a lecturer in Legon, way back in the late 60s.
How can we reach you? Are you online? Are you?
I'll give you all my contacts, don't worry.
Okay.
I'll give you my business card and all that. And you can always get us.
Right. I will come back. I'll come back to Kenya.
As I say, you already have a home here, so you don't have to worry.
Sweet.
Jumping on the plane and say, I'm coming.
Sharp.
She'll receive you at the airport.
Suzanne, I'm sure you arranged everything for me.
You see this house?
Yes?
When we put up a big house like this,
Yes.
not just for the family.
Yes.
For business like this.
If you leave me, I won't visit again. I'll become part of the family.
So,
I'll become part of the family. I won't go back.
no problem. No problem.
On that note,
she'll look for a wife for you also.
You say that again.
Respect you. Another met.
Oh, I've seen some on the street and they are like, they're like some of the mountains I saw in Kigali. Which tribe is that one?
Kigali.
Oh, no, I'm saying the ones I've seen on Nairobi. If you arrange something for me, okay, what will you recommend? You recommend the Kikuyu. The Kikuyus, they have forehead. Or they have backhead?
I have one.
I've seen two people. Some have forehead, some have backhead, some have front head. So which one are you talking about? Thank you for watching Beyond Borders on Channel One Television. While I negotiate with my new family, I'd like to thank you for watching. There is so much more. We've had so much fun. We've learned so much history, acquired new knowledge, and built new network. Oh man, what a good fortune! I'm so happy to be the host of Beyond Borders. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Keep watching, and we are eating. We are eating. I'm still going back to my ugali, back to my waru. Oh my God. Kachumbari.
Good.
Don't be angry, okay? Take care. Bye.
Bye.